design of Optimus version 3. And that really is going to be a very remarkable robot. It will have essentially the manual dexterity of a human, so meaning a very complex hand.
Tesla is not just building a robot. It is trying to build a humanoid machine that feels so real you might doubt it is a machine at all. Elon Musk says Optimus Gen 3 will look less like a robot and more like a person in a robot suit. The kind of thing you want to walk up to, poke, just to make sure your brain is not being fooled. But the part that actually matters is not the stage demo. It is what happens when this thing works alone in the real world. Because up to now, Optimus has still needed a human in the loop. Gen 3 is being positioned as the moment when that changes. And if that is true, this is not just another tech demo. It is a test of whether humanoid robots are finally ready for everyday life. In this video, we are going to break down what Tesla is really promising with Optimus Gen 3. What has to be true for those promises to hold?
If Optimus can watch videos, YouTube videos or how-to videos or whatever, and based on that video, just like a human can, learn how to do that thing, then you really have task extensibility that is dramatic, because then it can learn anything very quickly.
And whether this could be the first humanoid robot people take seriously as a real product. So near the end, we will talk about the part almost nobody wants to discuss: security and trust. Because a humanoid robot is not like an app. Because if trust breaks, the risk is physical. One, how we got here. The first Optimus reveal was a statement. Tesla wants to enter humanoid robotics. Early versions looked like prototypes because that is what they were. The movement was limited. The tasks were simple. The point was direction, not usefulness. Then version 2, and later version 2.5, showed real progress, more stable motion, more capability, better control. But one ceiling never went away. When the robot struggled, it could fall back to teleoperation, a human guiding actions from a distance. Musk has been blunt about what that means. Nobody buys a robot that needs a human behind the curtain. So Tesla has only one real destination, full autonomy, and Gen 3 is being framed as the first serious attempt to land there. 2. The one feature that changes everything, full autonomy. Optimus Gen 3 is being positioned as fully autonomous. Autonomous as the default. That single shift changes the entire product, because a robot with real autonomy can be deployed without constant supervision, in homes, in factories, in warehouses. Anywhere you want reliable work, not a fragile showpiece. It also changes how people react emotionally. If a robot moves on its own, makes its own decisions, and works in your space, it stops feeling like entertainment. It becomes something you either trust or reject. If you like deep dives like this on Tesla, AI, and what it actually means for your life, consider subscribing. Now let us get into the part where most robots fail: hands. 3. The hands, where robots usually fail. Musk has said Optimus Gen 3 will have essentially human-level manual dexterity, meaning a more complex hand capable of fine control. This is where many humanoid robots get exposed. Because the real world is not built for claws. It is built for hands, doors, handles, tools, buttons, cups, fragile objects, clothing, kitchen tasks. All of it demands precision. So if Gen 3 can truly handle objects with human-like dexterity, it becomes more than a walking robot. It becomes a practical assistant. But great hands are useless if the brain is slow. Which brings us to the real differentiator Tesla is aiming for. 4. The brain, learning instead of scripts. Tesla does not want Optimus to run a fixed list of pre-written routines. Tesla wants Optimus to learn. Musk has described a future where Optimus can learn from video the way a human does. Watch a how-to clip, understand the steps and translate it into action. If that works, the robot is not limited to a feature list. It can keep picking up new skills faster than most systems can be updated. That is what task extensibility really means. Not more features on day one, but the ability to grow capability over time. And intelligence is only half the illusion. The other half is movement, because this is where the robot either feels real or feels fake. 5. Mobility, the difference between a demo and a product. Humans move with constant micro-corrections, balance, posture, weight shifting, stability while carrying objects, recovery from small mistakes. A humanoid robot has to do all of that continuously. Tesla has already shown visible improvement in movement compared to early prototypes, but the goal is bigger than better walking. The goal is natural movement at useful speed, because slow robots do not feel helpful. They feel in the way, and speed is not just speed. Speed reveals the whole system. Actuators, joints, sensor coordination, and battery power delivery working as one. If Gen 3 moves more naturally and keeps up with normal human pace, it starts feeling like something that actually belongs in your world, not in a lab. Which leads to the next question that matters. What will Tesla actually use it for first? 6. The real-world roles that matter. Tesla keeps talking about thousands of tasks, but the categories are simple: home, industry, care support. At home, Optimus is the time-back machine, cleaning, organizing, basic prep work, and repetitive chores that drain hours every week. In industry, it is the tireless helper for repetitive physical work, material movement, routine logistics, and simple support tasks that burn out human workers over time. In care support, the potential is emotional and urgent, helping seniors with daily routines, assisting mobility, reducing the load on families and caregivers. Tesla also hints at medical roles long-term. That is not what Gen 3 will do on day one. Medicine demands strict validation and regulation. But the ambition is clear. Tesla wants Optimus to be a general humanoid platform, not a single-purpose gadget. And once a platform can work for long hours, the economics get serious. 7. Productivity and the job question. Musk has suggested Optimus could be several times more productive than a human worker in certain repetitive roles. The logic is simple. A robot does not get tired, does not need breaks, and does not drift in attention. If Optimus can operate safely and consistently, it becomes a serious labor tool, and that immediately triggers the bigger question people try to avoid. If humanoid robots become common, what happens to human work? Musk has talked about a future where work becomes optional. That is an optimistic vision, but it comes with disruption. Some jobs shrink, new jobs appear, and society has to adapt. That future is not guaranteed. But Optimus Gen 3 is a signal that the timeline might be moving faster than most people expect. Let us bring this down to what you actually feel in your own life. 8. The viewer benefit. Time and independence. If Optimus works the way Tesla claims, the first mainstream impact is not a factory. It is your home. Less time lost to chores. More support for people who need help. More independence for seniors. That is the real pitch. A machine that gives time back. But none of that matters if the robot dies mid-task. Which is why battery and self-management are not boring details. They decide whether this becomes normal. 9. Battery life and self-charging. The quiet power feature. Tesla has suggested Optimus Gen 3 will run for many hours before needing a recharge, supported by improved battery technology. The most important word here is uptime. A robot that lasts longer can do real work. Tesla has also described the robot returning to a charging dock by itself when it needs power. That matters because friction kills adoption. If you have to babysit charging, the robot becomes another responsibility. If it manages itself, it becomes what it claims to be, an assistant. Now consider the business angle people keep asking about. 10. The business model. Buying, renting, robot labor. If Optimus is priced low enough and capable enough, two models appear. You buy it for your home or business, or you rent it as labor. Businesses could deploy robots for repetitive tasks without rebuilding their entire workforce strategy overnight. Individuals could potentially own robots and rent them out as assets. This is speculative, but the direction is clear. If a machine can work long shifts, it can produce value like a worker. However, one topic can destroy this entire future in one headline: security. 11. The part almost nobody wants to discuss: security and trust. A connected humanoid robot is not like a phone. If a phone gets hacked, you lose data. If a humanoid robot gets compromised, the consequences can be physical. A fleet of robots creates a massive target. Vulnerabilities become dangerous. Commands could be manipulated. Inputs could be spoofed. Decision-making could be distorted. Even a simple instruction can become unsafe if the system is attacked. Helping someone stand up is fine until that command is triggered at the wrong moment, delayed, or altered in a way you do not see coming. So as Optimus becomes more autonomous, trust becomes the real product. Trust in safety systems, trust in access control, trust in design choices that prevent misuse, because without trust, there is no mass adoption. 12. The bottom line: Optimus Gen 3 is being positioned as the first real leap into autonomy. Less human in the loop, better hands, smarter learning, more natural movement, longer uptime, real roles in homes, industry, and care support. If Tesla demonstrates even a meaningful portion of these claims, humanoid robotics will feel different overnight. Not because Tesla is the only company building robots, but because Tesla is trying to scale robots like consumer technology, fast iteration, software-driven improvement, and manufacturing at volume. Now let me ask you directly, would you trust a humanoid robot like Optimus to handle daily household tasks without supervision? And if Tesla actually delivers Gen 3 autonomy, do you see that as a step toward a better life? Or a step toward a future we are not ready for? Write your answer in the comments. And if you want the real breakdown when Tesla unveils Optimus Gen 3, what they show, what they avoid, and what it means for your job and your home, subscribe and turn on notifications. Because when this robot walks on stage and moves like it belongs there, the reactions will not be normal.